7:17 now at iFiber One News Radio, and a good morning to you. I'm Jeff Slakey. I'm happy to have in studio with me right now the Director of Mason County Community Services. It's David Windom. Good morning, David. How you doing?
Good morning, Jeff. I'm doing great.
Thanks for coming in and talking with me a little bit about this new position. And let's start off by describing your new position. Community Services seems like a pretty big umbrella. So what kind of are we looking at?
So really, it is a big umbrella. So if you were to take behavioral health, community health, environmental health, building inspectors, planning, permitting, fire marshal, and floodplain manager, code enforcement, and roll them all under one umbrella, that's what we are now.
Oh my gosh.
So really anything that's not connected to public works, the sheriff's office, the electeds, comes through community services.
So this was a newly created position that kind of started coalescing all these other departments together?
Right.
Okay. Man, that is a lot of things that you're going to have to really start understanding quickly. Let's talk about some of the things that you're going to be doing as you jump into this. You have new hires that you need to make? Do you have positions to fill out for some of these?
So, yes, we've hired a couple of new positions. We have a planning manager, and we now have a permit assistance center manager who just started last Friday, so he's into his first week. And so that's exciting. And that gives us a little more management communication pieces inside the organization. We're going to be hiring code enforcement. That's a position that's been open for a while. We've got some good applicants. We're going to be moving forward on that very soon. We've got some position open in public health, a couple of positions there. So we're really kind of filling out the staff.
Okay.
And we've got some great pools of people to choose from.
Yeah, for sure. There is a lot of opportunities. So when you kind of take all of these and move them into one position, does that add to the kind of general bureaucracy that we see in county government, or do you think this will help in the long run?
Well, so we're looking for this to help in the long run. We're looking to take the processes and streamline the processes. And one of the things that we're looking at to do that and to increase the speed of getting, say, your permits is to take a lot of this process and put it online.
Okay.
So we're as a group, we're starting to explore the possibility of taking permitting, especially simple permits. Say you need a roof permit or a fence. That should be done online. That's an easy thing to do, we think. So we're exploring those possibilities, and then save that staff time for the really more complicated questions that come through the front door.
Sure. So, challenges. I mean, obviously, getting to know all the folks that you now are kind of lead on is a big challenge. But what are some other anticipated challenges? So,
yeah, communication is probably the biggest challenge. I mean, just putting everyone under one roof doesn't necessarily solve communication processes. So we're working on that. We're working on how do we brand ourselves. So as community services, and it's a new position, and there are other people around the state looking at, this evolution of county government here in Mason County. Who are we? What do we do? What do we look like? What's our values? So we'll be working on those things as well. So
will you take maybe bits from each of the other departments and work together a mission statement, or how does that work?
Right. So yeah, we want to look at, so each department, or I call them divisions, each division has its kind of mission, but what does that mean to the overall organization? Yeah. So we'll be working those through. Okay.
Budget season. So you're going to start making requests to the county commissioners. Do you have anything specific that you're anticipating right off the bat that you want to upgrade some services that the current residents of the county are?
So yeah, there's a number of things. We're looking at to upgrade our IT.
Okay.
Some of the processes we have are a little dated, and they are across the county. So it's a county-wide thing, and the county as a whole is looking at, some of our software issues, and that's great. We're starting to look at moving that forward. But again, it's this online permitting. I think it will be a big issue in this coming year. We've asked for a little more money, but I think long term, the return on investment is going to be higher. I think when we went with online food handler permits, and people weren't having to come in and get a class, we actually started doing more food handler permits, and our cash went up, even though we're being charged $3 per person to be given that test online. So even though we had a higher expense, our revenues were higher.
Interesting. So where do you find these, I guess, templates that other counties are using for the permitting process? Can you buy a template that you plug into the website, or how do you find these?
There's several new, well, actually not new companies, but there's several larger metropolitan areas that have gone to like an all electronic county government system.
Wow.
So, and some of those companies have modules that you can buy, just the modules you need. And that's sort of the direction we're looking.
Okay, very interesting. I know we had Ross McDowell on yesterday from the IT side and talking about their social media. Is that going to be a big push for you now?
I think social media is a absolutely a big push, especially in community health, behavioral health, and trying to get out some of those messages, because communication, it really is so fractured today. It's not like it was, 20 years ago, where you had your local newspaper and your local radio and local TV, and that's where people got their news. Now there's a plethora of places that people get news. So we need to be able to reach deeply into the community, and I think social media is a great way to do that.
I can think, for public health, breaking alerts or things like that the county can get out quickly on those
absolutely.
pages.
I was with Northeast Tri-County last year during the fires, and we used social media to let people know where evacuation centers were, where you could pick up masks, those sorts of things.
Okay.
And be really up to date on our message outreach.
So you were talking about last year with some of your previous background. What is your background?
So my background in public health, I started off in Okanagan County with on-site septic. Which actually, everybody laughs, but it was a great job. It was a fun job. I really enjoyed it. I got my master's in health science with the emphasis in public health, and I did that during my second deployment to Iraq. Came home and went to work for Northeast Tri-County. So we had 3 counties of public health. I was the administrator there. And we had WIC and family planning and clinics in all 3 counties, plus environmental health and all those other things you normally associate with public health, but just spread across 3 counties.
Sure.
So.
And have you started your official duties? Are we in the middle of this? Or are you still kind of getting your feet together? Or where are you at in your process of getting acclimated to everything?
It's been really fun. Mason County's been a good experience. I think we're past the getting feet under us stage. I've got a rock star staff, very professional staff, very, very good staff. So that's made the transition so much easier. When you have professionals already in place who know their jobs, it makes it easy to come in. So we start looking on motivation, purpose, direction, and try to get everybody moving in the same direction.
Very nice. David Windom, the Director of Mason County Community Services. I anticipate we will hear more from you in the upcoming weeks and months, but thank you right now for coming on the air with me.
Well, thanks again.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.